anyway, there I was in the van, sitting outside Wandsworth Prison. Look at me watch. I got the engine running. It's 2 minutes to 8. My father's due out over the wall, 8 o'clock on the dot. It's a lovely night, moon shining, middle of the war. The warnings have gone, jetties overhead. Perfect setup for a breakout.
What was he in for?
Oh, nothing, a few clothing coupons, you know. That was a penalty, do it in the war for trying to keep people well-dressed. Nick.
Yeah, there was no doubt about it. Those were marvellous days. There were some wonderful rackets during the war.
Oh, you're not kidding. All that lovely rationing. Couldn't get this, couldn't get that. Hey, happy days. So anyway, there it is, 8 o'clock. The rope comes over the wall. My old man's head pops over. Boom, boom, boom. He's down the rope in the van. Nobody sees him. Put a tin hat on his head and we're off. Bells ringing, straight through the roadblocks, bomb disposal squad. No trouble at all. The cops waving, saluting. Up west, straight into the boozer, free man. 3 days later, they caught him again, silly old fool.
Oh.
Driving around in a car with a doctor's label on it. Oh. Well, I didn't bother after that. I just left him there. Then there was the time they picked him up. Piccadilly Circus, he's wandering about with 3 birds on each arm, dressed up as an American admiral. So he's run up a bill for 228 knicker at the hotel.
Hey, look.
20 cigarettes, please. Those ones with the tips.
With the tips.
Can you see all right?
Yes, thank you, dear.
It's a pity you haven't got anything better to do hanging about here all day. There's not a man amongst you.
You want a bet? Come over here.
Oh, go on, Bill. Show your muscles.
Well,
Yeah, go on.
All right. How do you do? Excuse me, I've seen you before, haven't I? Where do you work?
Mind your own business.
No, wait a minute. I know now, I remember. Down the Tahiti Club, Lalani, primitive dances with a snake. Takes all the clothes off without once getting bitten. Woo!
Well, what about it? At least it's honest, that's more than you lot can say.
Honest, it's not even a real snake.
That's got nothing to do with it. It's artistic and symbolic. There's nothing wrong with my act. I have lords and MPs come down to see me.
Yeah, I don't doubt it, dear.
Oh, turn it up. Leave her alone. Good
Oh,
Lord.
well, I'm glad to see there's at least one gentleman here. Lots.
Well, that brightened the day up, didn't it, eh? What a little darling. Did you see that wiggle?
I think she took a fancy to you, Sid. Gentleman, she said.
Yeah, get in there, mate. It's your birthday.
Oh, do you mind?
Well, God blimey, she's a strip club dancer. You can't expect a bloke to treat her like a school teacher.
Well, why not? She's only trying to earn a living.
Oh, do me a favour, Sid. What's the matter with you? Gone all band of hope all of a sudden?
I have not gone all band of hope all of a sudden.
Well, get in there, then.
I don't want to. You seem to forget I'm already spoken for.
What, Liz?
Yeah, Liz. I'm a respectable, engaged man.
Oh, go on. Have a go. She won't know. Take your chance. What the eye don't see, the art doesn't grieve over, eh?
Look, mate, look, I'm not interested in the other birds. I've got Liz. I'm quite happy. I'm not bothered.
What about her?
What do you mean by that?
Well, Sidney, do not blind yourself to reality. You've been engaged now for 7 years. How much longer do you think she's going to wait, eh?
Well, you don't have to worry about Liz, mate. She knows when she's well off. She wouldn't look at anybody else.
Oh, I wouldn't be so cocky if I were you, old son. She's not getting any younger. And you certainly aren't. Your wedding day's as far off as ever it was. I shouldn't be surprised if she hadn't started looking around already.
Liz? Never. She's just not interested in anybody else, mate. She's 100% knocked out with a good thing. Oh. I'm telling you, she wouldn't even go out with your Brinner. With or without hair.
God, I've heard blokes like you before. Birds are human, mate. They get disenchanted. Then they're dead easy meat for some sporting type like myself to come along and give them a good time.
Yeah. You? If that wasn't so pathetic, I'd have hysterics. Your own mother wouldn't walk down the street with you.
Oh, I see. All right. I am prepared to make you a little wager. I'll lay you 10 to 1. I got a date with your Liz by the end of the week.
You will lay me dead. Now, look here, Albert. That is not only cheeky, but that is a dead definite attack on the moral character of my fiancée. And I ought to take you outside, mate, and punch you right in the kite. But the odds are too good, 10 to 1. I'll tell you what I'll do. £10 to win 100.
All right, it's a bet.
There's my tenner.
And here's my century.
Right, who's going to hold the stakes?
I will.
You won't.
Give it to me, gentlemen. I shall gladly be stakeholder for you.
Thank you, Charlie. Very nice of you.
There's nothing nice about it. I shall put it in my deposit account and collect 4% on it. It'll pay off some of the debts you gentlemen have incurred. £110 at 4% per annum for 1 week will work out at approximately 1 and 8pence halfpenny. Small profit, quick turnover, it's business.
Has Charlie Claw heard about you?
Yeah, well, that's it then. That's the date. But listen, no cheating, no telling Liz about the bet.
Of course not.
All right then, Sid. Well, I think I'll get round to Luigi the barber and get ready for the contest.
Oh.
Here, how do you think a nice college boy crew cut would suit me, eh? Well, what about a few blow waves? Oh, I said this is going to be easy. When an irresistible form such as me meets an irresponsible object such as you.
Hey, Sid, don't you think you're tempting fate?
Oh, don't you start.
Well, look, he's a bit of a boy with a bird. He's a bit of a boy with the girls. Look, he might not be so hot to look at, but he's got a very attractive wallet.
Look, mate, when I start worrying about a creep like that, I'll have my head shaved and go into a monastery. You don't have to worry about Liz. She'd never let me down.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
When an irresistible form such as me.
You're too late. We just closed.
Oh, come now, Liz. That's no way to treat a respectable customer. Besides, I don't want to drink.
Well, I'm not paying off Sid's gambling debt, so you're wasting your time.
This has got nothing to do with Sid's gambling debts, my love. This has, what I've got to say to you is, of a more intimate nature.
You keep your hands that side of the counter.
No, Liz, how many years have you known me and you still don't trust me?
Does anybody?
Why is it that a turf accountant such as myself is such a maligned member of society? It particularly grieves me that you and I should be always bickering, Liz. I mean, well, there's too much of it in the world today. We should be adult enough to be friends. I mean, look at me. Am I so bad? I mean, I'm a snappy dresser, I'm presentable, and although modesty forbids me to say it myself, even my worst enemies couldn't call me bad looking.
You're all right.
My financial position is quite secure. I'm not without a substantial bank balance, to say nothing of a few jars of onces knocking around the house.
Yeah, most of which you've had off me by Sid's bad judgment of horses.
Oh, Liz, don't think I enjoyed taking your hard-earned money from you.
Oh.
The point is that I am in a position to show the girl of my choice a rare old time.
Oh, good luck to you. I hope it's worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't seem to make myself very clear. I am referring to you.
Me?
Yes, you, Liz. I want to be straight with you, Liz. I've fancied you for years.
If Sid heard you talking like this, he'd go berserk. You're forgetting I'm his girl.
I know that, Liz, and it's only my inherent sense of good breeding that stops me from speaking out before. When I think of the years I've stopped by and watched how that swine has treated you, you're too good for him, Liz. You're wasting yourself on him. When was the last time he took you out?
He took me to the Festival of Britain.
Exactly, the Festival of Britain, 9 years ago. Is that a nice way for a man to behave towards his fiancée? Does he, don't you think he's taking you just a little bit too much for granted?
Well,
Does he ever remember your birthday?
no.
Doesn't he worry about your going out with anybody else?
No.
What a liberty. A beautiful girl like you, and he's not even jealous. Well, he's cocky, that's your trouble, he's cocky. He's so knocked out with you that he thinks that all he's got to do is cock his little finger and you'll come running.
Yes, now I come to think of it, he has had it all his own way, hasn't he?
Oh, Liz, he doesn't look upon you as a future wife. He regards you as a sort of walking piggy bank. He reckons when he's broke, all he's got to do is turn you upside down and shake the money out. What did he give you for Christmas?
Well, he gave me £5 to buy myself something.
Yeah, in other words, he forgot.
Yes.
And Liz, where did he get the £5 from?
Well, I gave him 2 fivers, and then he gave me 1 back.
Oh, Liz, do yourself a favour, show your independence. Go out with someone else for a change.
Yes. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps it would teach him a lesson, make him jealous.
Course it would.
All right, I will. I'd be delighted to come out with you.
That's my girl. Yeah. Well, you go and get your hat and coat on and get ready. I've got to call in on Charlie's Nosh Bar on the way. I've got a little bet to collect.
Hey, this looks good. Come on.
What do you mean, come on? What do you want to see giant spiders eating strip dancers for? What's the matter with you?
What do you mean?
Well, it's not normal. I mean, every time you see hairy monsters or flies the size of elephants, you're away. I think you're a bit kinky.
I'm not. I like horror pictures. You can't see them unless you go to the pictures.
But what do you want to see these things for?
Well, I don't know. It makes a change.
I think you better go see your doctor. I think there's something very unhealthy about you. Listen, mate, if we're going to see anything, it's not going to be this rubbish. We go down to the Alhambra and see Gigi.
You see, Gigi, that's all you think about horse racing. I don't want to see any horse racing pictures. I want to go in and see them.
Listen. It's not horse racing, mate. It's a girl's name. She's a French bird, and she meets this old geezer, and they both start singing.
I don't want to see any old geezer singing. I want to see the monsters.
You're not going to see any monsters. I am not having you sitting up all night again with all the lights on.
What about Liani, White Slate?
Wait a minute, that's my girl. Hey. What are you doing with him?
What does it look like? I'm going to the pictures with him.
You're not. I forbid it.
Now you listen to me. You don't own me. I can go out with who I like. You've had your chance to marry me and you've done nothing about it. So now I'm going my own way.
You're going no way with him.
Will you kindly take your hands off me?
But we're engaged.
We were. Any agreement we had in the past is now null and void. If you wish to make my acquaintance again, you'll just have to take your chance with the others. And now, if you'll excuse me, my friend is waiting for me.
Hello, Sid. Well, £110 and 1 goal. Oh, well, some blokes have got it and some haven't. Ready, Dolan?
Yes, I've finished saying all I have to this gentleman.
Just a minute. I'm not letting you go into that dark place with him.
Oh, now, come on, Sid. You heard what the little lady said. You had your chance, now be a good loser. Run along and find yourself another bit.
You're ready for a punch up the snuff box, mate.
Don't you threaten my friend or I'll have the police on you.
But Liz, this is me talking to you, Sid.
Yes, you've had your way long enough. Now I'm going to start enjoying myself. for a
All right,
change.
then. But not with him. Anybody but him. Well, what can you see in him?
He's a gentleman. What's more, he paid for the tickets, and that's more than you ever did.
All right, look at him. He's years older than you.
He's not as old as you.
Well, that's different. I'm in good nick. Feel that solid, that is. Look at him, all flat.
Oh, look, I'm not going to stand out here all night arguing the toss. Are you coming in, Albert?
I'll get you for this, mate. I'll spread your breathing holes all over your face.
Come on, Sid. It's not my fault. I didn't know she was going to fall for me.
What are you cackling at?
Oh, nothing.
Well, he's not going to get away with this. Come on, we're going in.
Oh, good. We're going to see the hairy monster.
I don't know if he's hairy or not, but we're going to watch him. Would you tell me what price seats the last couple went in?
4 and 3.
4 and 3. Blimey. It's going to take a lot of getting her back to the 1 and 9. 2, please.
That's 8 and 6, please.
Well, you heard the lady, 8 and 6.
I've only got 10 bob.
Oh, good. And we can have a drink on a stick as well. Come on.
But look, Sid,
Look,
that's all we've...
8 and 6pence. Does it matter when we got to protect Liz? Come on, you ratbag. There they are, down there.
Give me back my torch! You gonna sit there?
I am not sitting there. I'm going to sit over there.
We've got to fill up that row first.
You sit in it then. Just a minute. Don't you think you're going a bit too far?
Are you speaking to me?
Of course I'm speaking to you.
Quiet.
What have I done to deserve this?
If you don't keep quiet, I shall send for the manager.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? A girl you're practically married to, she's going to set the manager on you. That's charming, that is.
Will you be quiet, sir?
I'll quieten you in a minute.
Some people are trying to watch the airy monster.
Well, my bird's here with another bloke.
I can't say I blame her. Uncouth lout.
Who are you calling a lout? Get out in the gangway, mate. I'll put you right down in the 3 and 9s.
Be quiet and sit down.
Oh, I'll be over the top of these seats and in among you in a minute. You're starting with the wrong one here.
Quiet.
Oh, I see. Ganging up on me, eh? That's nice, that is. I'll have the old row over to chop it out balcony in a minute and don't think I can't do it. Sit down.
Why don't you go home? You're embarrassing me.
I will not go home without you. What's the matter with you?
Look at the monster.
Oh, shut up. I'm not in... Ooh, that's nasty, isn't it?
He's gonna get
Have you
her.
ever seen so much hair?
He's gonna get her.
She's all right, isn't she?
Oh, I can't look. I can't look.
I would make that French bird's come back again.
Where? Oh, look, there's another monster.
That must be his old woman. She's worse than he is. No wonder he's after the blonde. Hello, look. The kids are coming, look. Look at them tramping on all those houses. How would you like to live next to that lot, then? Oh, dear me, look at that. The only place not covered in hair is their eyes. Get your hair cut. Aye, just a minute. Leave her ear roll alone.
Do be quiet.
He's nibbling her ear roll.
I don't care what he's nibbling. Either leave the theatre or watch the film.
How can I watch the film while my girlfriend's having her ear roll nibbles?
I like having my ear rolls nibbled. Now shut up.
Never let me nibble your ear roll.
No, because your teeth are sharper than his.
Well, he won't have any teeth at all if he doesn't turn it in. Oh, shut up. Look! Don't you realise that there's a beautiful romance line broken at my feet? He's sitting there biting lumps out of my fiancée and all you're worried about is... Oh, dear. Look at that. Oh, look at that twit of a guards officer shooting at him with his revolver. Now, what good is that going to do? See that? 2 jets of flame out of the monster's nostrils and that's him gone.
Oh, what a horrible way to go. Nothing left but a pair of smoking army boots.
Yeah, that's his memoirs gone up the spout. Hello, look, they're bringing out the anti-tank guns. They'll never get rid of them with that stuff. Bring out the flamethrowers. Set fire to their air.
You wait till it rains. They'll all catch cold and sneeze to death.
Look at them, they're pouring over Westminster Bridge. It's like a hairy rush hour, isn't it? Hello, where they gone?
Down the underground.
God damn them. They've scarpered. Get after them.
Wait a minute, we can't leave now. He's just taken her back to his lair.
Well, that's what Albert's doing. Come on, let's do that.
And a good riddance this time, too.
Oh, conkers. I hope you have a nightmare. And you.
Cheer up, my friend. It's not the end of the world.
She's gone. She left me. And a fat lot of use you were. You paid out that bet pretty sharpish, didn't you?
Well, he came in with Liz. That was the bet. 10 to 1 he couldn't make the date. I had to pay up. Now, come on, eat your sandwich. It's bad for custom for people not to eat their food.
I'm not hungry.
You've got to eat, Sid. You can't let yourself go.
I don't want to eat.
Well, Sidney, look at it this way. So you've lost a bird. This is a catastrophe. You lost a bird, I lost a customer. And a big eater, that girl, a big eater. So how am I going to get her back, eh? Huh? You got troubles.
You sure you didn't see her?
Of course not. Look, when we split up, I went to all the places you used to take her to.
She wouldn't be in any of those places. He's got money.
What are you worrying about? Find another one. It happens all the time. Ships that pass in the night.
Well, we weren't just passing ships, mate. We were tied up alongside for years. She's more what you'd call a supply ship. Whenever I run out of fuel, the old pipeline would come over and more life-saving oil would come pumping in. Now look at me. A derelict hulk.
Well, that's the way it goes. But 'tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all in the first place.
Oh, please, do me a favour. Let's not have any more of your maudlin aborigine philosophy. Hello, Fred.
Oh, g'day.
What do you know? Hear anything?
It's all right, Sid, we spotted her.
Oh, good boy. See, I told you it always pays to keep in with the cops.
Yes, we notified all the patrol cars and R47 came up trumps.
Good. Where is she?
Well, wait a minute, I've got this report here somewhere. Here we are. We were proceeding round Berkeley Square in a clockwise direction at a minimum
Hey,
speed
look,
of
never mind
50
about the Cotswold. Where is she?
Well, hang on a bit. Oh, here we are. She was seen to enter the establishment known as the 800 Club with Harry the bookie. They were both in evening dress.
The 800 Club. Cost you a week's salary to comb your hair in there. Well, that's it, mate. I can't compete with that stuff.
Well, if it's any consolation, Sid, I'd just like you to know how upset we all are down at the station that this has happened.
Thank you, Fred.
And the sergeant said if there's anything we can do to help, like having him arrested or something.
No, they'll just make a martyr out of him. No, it's my problem. I'll have to sort it out myself.
Well, I must get back to the station. Good night, all.
Thank you, Fred,
Good night,
for the
Fred.
service. How could she do this to me after all this time? I mean, me, who's never even glanced at another bird.
If you ask me, that's been the whole trouble.
What do you mean?
Well, she took you for granted. She thought she only had to cock a little finger and you'd come running.
You're right. She has had it all her own way, hasn't she?
Of course she has. Now you show her that you're independent. Show her you don't care.
How?
Well, go out with somebody else. There's plenty of old boilers around who'd go out with you. Make her jealous.
I never thought of that.
Now, that is a good scheme. She'd soon come running back to you if she thinks you don't want her.
Yeah, but who do I know that she'd be jealous of?
10 cork tip bags, please, Charlie.
Yes, dear. Hello, my dear. Have you ever been to the 800 Club? There they are over there. Now listen, you, don't go raving mad when you see the menu. Nothing over 2 bob. And if anybody tries to talk you into anything heavy, you're not hungry. And that goes for you, too.
Oh, we can have a drink, can't we?
Yeah, beer.
This is going to be a riotous evening, this is. Nothing to eat and a glass of beer. No, I'm going home.
Yeah, just a minute. And another thing, you don't work here, so when a band strikes up, don't start taking your clothes off.
Good evening, monsieur. A table for 4?
Yes, please. We'll have that one, if you don't mind. Next to that slimy-looking bloke.
Certainly, monsieur. This way.
Well, come on.
Oi!
Oh. Well, what a coincidence. Look who's here.
Ah, waiter, bring me the bill.
No, Albert, sit down. He's not going to drive us away. What do you think you're doing? Are you trying to spy on me?
Spy on you? Do me a favour. Don't kid yourself. I'm here to show this young lady a good time. Showing her around the town. Oh, you haven't met, have you? She's a very old friend of mine. What's your name?
Lailani.
Lailani. You must have heard of her. Primitive dances with a snake. Takes all her clothes off without once getting bitten.
How clever of her.
Yeah, she's all right, isn't she?
If you like that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, I'm developing a taste for it.
Oh, good luck. I hope you enjoy it.
I will.
Would you care to order, monsieur?
4 beers.
I am so sorry we do not serve drinks without food.
Yes, well, plate of sandwiches then.
Well, I don't want to run you into any financial trouble on my behalf, but do you think I could have a packet of crisps instead?
Oi, say, cheers.
Here, they've got champagne.
If you'd like my friend here to order you a bottle, I'm sure he'd be only too pleased.
Oh, yeah, cause.
That is, if your escorts don't object.
We don't want your champagne. Sid was just going to order it, weren't you, Sid?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I was. Well, I always order the beer first. It washes out the petrol fumes and you can taste the champagne better. Wait around to the 4 beers, 4 bottles of champagne.
What vintage, sir?
I don't really mind, as long as it's better than that old rubbish they got there.
Oh, I love bubbly.
Oh, so do I. Here, I shouldn't drink, really, you know. It makes me do peculiar things. It sort of has a funny effect on me.
Hey, does champagne have a funny effect on you, too?
Oh, yes. Makes my nose itch.
Would you care to order your meal now, monsieur?
I've ordered it, mate. The sandwiches.
Oh, look, caviar.
Is that real caviar? Oh, I've never tasted caviar.
Would you like some of ours?
Oh,
No, just a minute. Leave it alone. If you want caviar, we'll have our own. Waiter, half a pound of caviar.
Yes, sir. And to follow?
Yeah, well, we won't bother with that. We don't want to. It's getting late. We don't want to keep the chef up. Steak and kidney put all round.
Well, I don't want steak and kidney pud. I used to have that at home. I want something nice. Here, what are you having, eh?
Never mind what they're having.
Well, it's not really up to me to suggest, but there's a dish here that's very nice, although it's rather expensive. It's 5 guineas per person.
5 guineas?
We like it, don't we, Albert?
Ah, nothing is too good for you, my love.
All right. Nothing's too good for my birds either. All right, waiter, we'll have 4 of them, whatever they are, and don't burn them.
Look, are you sure that's all it does to you? Just makes your nose itch?
Yes?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to give a toast, eh? To the most beautiful girl in the room and the luckiest man.
Oh?
Yeah? Well, I'll drink to that too.
So will I.
Looks like we're on our own again.
Yes. Nice girl.
She's all right.
Not your sort, really, though, is she?
No. He's not a bad bloke, really, I suppose.
No, he's all right.
Not your type, though, is he?
No, not really.
He's more her type, isn't he?
Yes, they go well together.
You know, it's a funny thing. All this time we've been together, I can't get used to anybody else.
Neither can I.
Shall we go home?
Yes, come on.
The bill, monsieur.
Oh, blimey, what's this, a wage claim? We haven't had all that.
12 bottles of champagne and 4 spécialités de la maison.
Look, him.
It's all right, Sim.
No, I'm not having any more of that. We're going to start off on a proper basis. You are not going to pay any more. Don't argue with me. Go and get your coat. I'll take care of this.
This way, madame.